Okay, guys, Johnny Sunshine, it's Sunday morning. It looks like all that water percolated down into the groundwater. Whoa, looks are deceiving. Oh, my new fucking boots. That's kind of mucky. Kind of mucky. What the fucky? It's gonna be tough walking in there, man. Working down in that. I'm gonna sink up to my fucking top of my boots, man. Yeah, fucking nice little track home. Would have been better. I mean, so I've got stuff here. I've got my pipe. They do rent track hose at Home Depot, but I'm sure they're all gone right now. So I picked up a santee for the inside of the tank. It's going to go out of the tank like this. It's going to come. I think what I want to do is put this in front. Let me get my tripod and set this up. I'll show you my plan. Scooby. Let me turn this off. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of the septic tank like this. I'm going to put about a 2.5, 3 foot leg in the bottom of this sanitary tee to get down in the effluent. Bring this up to grade, above grade. If I could get a 4-inch Schedule 40 clean out, I'd rather do that just because it's more rigid. Then I'm going to come out of this with this sweep. I'm going to pick up that one leg going into the old drain field. I'm going to pick up the other leg going into the old drain field. I've got my couplings to connect to the pipe. That's what's in there. I've got my adapter that goes to corrugated from Schedule 40. Will go right in here with a little piece of pipe. And then I'm just going to run that 50 feet of corrugated pipe, perforated corrugated. I'm going to run it through this, and this will be my little, without having to open up the septic tank, I'll be able to look in here and see what the condition is. I'll be able to put my jetter hose in here going each way, and I think it will work. But the main thing, I've got this, it actually is 4 feet wide, weed control fabric. It's very strong. They had a couple of different ones there, but I opened this up and I pulled on it, and it's pretty rigid, man. I mean, it's tough. It'll let water go through. I'm going to put it on the bottom and over it. And that's the plan. I got to get it done today. I think these guys have already hauled ass, man. They were supposed to be out of here by 10. It's about 9:15. They didn't say much. They didn't do a whole lot with me. You know, like I usually have more interaction with my guests. But these guys, they kept to themselves. They're all fucking business. And I just need to stop moving some dirt, man. And maybe the first thing I need to do is, I mean, this level looks pretty damn good, to be honest with you. And it's dry. That's the main thing. The main thing is that even though it's muddy, it's not holding water, so I'm above the groundwater. So I'm just gonna start getting this thing graded off, and then get this material in on the bottom. Get some of these dead roots out of here. Trim up this end if I can from up above. Get these roots off, and go from there, man. See what we can get into today, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm really starting to believe that this pipe was the problem. May have been a little fix back in the day, but I'm going to show you what we got down here. This is a original line. It looks clean. I'm going to go get my jetter, and I'm going to jet this line. This is the pipe coming out of the septic tank. It's got a lot of fall on it, but I can put that sanitary tee inside here with the drop. Make this connection right here. And then come down here and tie onto these lines. This one right here, and this one right here. And they look open, man. I mean, if I can get my jetter out 30, 40 feet, I'm gonna be good, man. And then I'm just gonna run this out. Gonna put my rock in here and backfill it, man. Get it bedded in first. I did find a tampon Tim's been here. Tampon applicator. Fucking people throwing shit down the fucking drains they shouldn't be doing. But anyways, let me... Ooh. This is gonna be a chore, getting this footage. Cause I don't have a tilt on that, man. Anyways, let me dig this up a little bit. The roots are everywhere around here. And digging fucking 50-year-old rock ain't a whole lot of fun, guys. But I just gotta put this over here. I don't know if you can fucking see it. And just right here, guys. Johnny Bare Hands. Johnny Bare Hands at work here, Jason. Let me go get my jetter and see how this thing's gonna work out. Alright guys, so I got my jetter head hose in this first line. I'm gonna fire up the jetter. tell you that that's a good sign. The fact that I can get this jetter in there. Which is leading me to believe the problem was right here at this connection, which was an improper connection. They never made a good connection there. Shit, I'm way out. I'm at the end now. I'm just gonna pull it out slow. And the fact that it's draining, the fact that I don't have a shitload of water coming out means it's going down into the drain field. It wouldn't surprise me if it starts to seep out of this side during this process. Look at all the soot, all the shit coming out of it. Johnny Boots gonna get dirty, motherfucker. This right here might be the most important step. See all that soot? That fucking, it's grease, I can smell it. One of the things you gotta be concerned about when you're on a septic tank is using antibacterial soap. The shit will kill the bacteria in the fucking tank, man. Or it definitely doesn't help the situation. I got in even further this time. That's way out there, Jackson. Alright, I'm just gonna pull it back slow. It's blowing that shit backwards. Johnny can't rush this process. But that's a real good sign, guys. Believe it or not, the fact that I can get that hose, that means there's no roots down there. This is a different kind of pipe. It's solid on the inside, probably has 1-inch holes drilled in it or 3/4 inch holes. And I just want to make sure I'm clearing that. Most of the water's going into the drain field, which is good. Not back into this ditch that I need to be working in. Johnny could only find one glove, guys. I mean, I didn't want to spend a lot of time looking for other ones, so I guess one's better than nothing. Johnny just may get lucky, guys. When I open my work truck, I looked down on the footstep on the passenger side, and there was one of my crosses laying there looking at me, and I was like, I need to pray to God today for some help. I picked it up and put it in my pocket. Johnny needs a cross today, guys. Look at that shit. That's all breached, that foaming shit. That's a 90. When you want to get around something, take your jetter hose, you go like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Do what the fuck you have to do, basically. Get in there. Oh! We got Black Hawk down. Black Hawk down. Motherfucker, man. Johnny, save the phone, Jackson. Alright, I'm going to finish jetting this line, guys. And then I'll show you what the other one shows me. Alright, guys, so I've finished this first line. I'm going to jump in this other one right here first. See how that works out. Hopefully it'll be the same. If I'm lucky. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I got a good drain field here, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Look at that shit. It's black oil. It's black gold, chicken. Look at the grease coming out of that. Johnny might get a face full of that if you're not careful. Oh, that is such a good sign. Yeah, I'm down there and slopped there, buddy. God damn it! Damn it! I got a pinch bar laying across this motherfucker now. Hopefully it will hold it. Shit. That's gonna smell good when it gets up to my face. That's why having two guys such, makes things such a smooth. Okay, so that's as far as I got with the other one. Going in a lot easier. Once you loosen that thing up, you know what I'm saying? It goes in a lot easier. Goes back real slow. Tell you on this leg, guys, most of the water is coming back out. It's not going down into the drain field. So that could be a telltale sign of a bigger issue, you know. I mean, I'm not getting down into the rock, only where the holes are. So I'm just gonna take my time. Try to blow it out as best I can. What I'm hoping to see is this water coming out is going to slow down a little bit, meaning that it's getting into the drain field. Which it seems to be doing. It's not as heavy and slow as it was when I first started on this pipe. Joint right there, or possibly a little root, something got in the pipe that's obstructing me a little bit. So I want to clean this area real good. Get heavy flow, it's not going into the drain field. See over here how the flow slows down? Get this area real good. The water's clear coming out pretty much. where that water is? Johnny Cash singing out here in Folsom Prison, you know what I'm saying? My man Johnny, I love that guy. You know Johnny was married to a black woman. Johnny had soul, man. Johnny had soul in his blood. That's nasty. Flowing. I got that ditch kicked really good, man. It's flowing right down to the end. I'm gonna have to mix the fabric on the bottom, unfortunately, because I can't get in there. Right, I gotta get the on the pipe. Johnny's jetter service. Yeehaw! Gotta have fun now, boys. One more, 2 down, 1 to go, guys. Fuck, man, these boots feel heavy on me. Fall flat on my goddamn face in a pile full of fucking sewer water. Come on now. What I do deserve this. Hopefully this other pipe's gonna be the same fucking story, Jackson. Oh, yeah. Let me fire that thing up. So I'm just gonna act like I'm fishing, y'all. Drain Field Revitalization Service, can I help you? You're a Republican and you're a lonely woman? Yeah, I'll do you. Johnny ain't fucking... Johnny don't discriminate. Look at that nastiness. That's fucking grease, man. Fucking nasty. The good thing is it looks like all of these lines were getting equal distribution. I really think that the problem was that root infiltration right up at the fucking... Look at that soup just coming out of there, man. Oh yeah, she just broke loose, Jackson. So while I got this jetter over here, I'm gonna jet my house because I never did that. The clean out's close by. This one's really fucking nasty, guys. Look at that shit, just looks like fucking oil coming out of there, man. Bet you that shit would make your plants grow real good. Your fucking mater plants. I'm just gonna sit down instead of like I'm fishing on the side of a motherfucking fishing on the side of shit creek, man. I'm gonna get me a motherfucking brown trout. A trophy brown trout, boys. Look at how black that shit is. Yep. The good thing about my drain field, guys, a lot of drain fields are, people park on them and they, you know, compact everything, and that's just not good for it. I'm not going to get too excited about thinking this drain field's not still fucked up, but this is a good sign. These boots were made for walking or traveling down a shitty road. These boots were made for walking. I'll be a son of a bitch. A lot of sludge in this one, guys. If you guys are bored with this, I'm going to continue to record. I know it's the same shit, but you got to listen to the commentary, man. When you boot, go ahead. When you fast forward, you're missing all my jokes, man. You're missing all my fucking wisecracks. That's all I'm telling you. See that? I think I can get through that area and get another 10 feet in here. Tell you what, I'm going to definitely start with some kind of a root killer, pouring it in that clean out that I'm going to add, so that it only goes out into the drain field and not into the septic tank. I got to find something that kills roots, but it doesn't kill bacteria. If any of you guys know any septic tank guys out there or drain field guys, give Johnny a call. Don't just comment. You got my number. It's easy to find. We got fucking code enforcement flying over my head right now in a fucking helicopter. This is Sarasota, where we all play by the rules. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is a free state. My ass. Government is so far up your ass in Florida, it ain't fucking funny. Yeah, they got a picture of me now, sitting fishing in Shit Creek. Sons of bitches. I mean, the government's so far up your ass right now, if your wife got raped by a fucking Mexican, you know, those Mexicans that Donald Trump talks about, you know, if she were raped and ended up pregnant, or your daughter, a terrible thing, I'm not trying to make light of this, But, you know, in Florida, they're going to make you have that baby. You're going to fucking have a little kid with a fucking hair that looks like a felt tip marker, running around, swimming in your pool, eating at your table. I just think that that's the poetic justice in the people who are racists when they end up with a little brown grandson or granddaughter. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, motherfuckers. You know who you are. You got them. And I just love it. And it breaks. They realize, wow, these kids are great, man. It's not what Donald Trump says about them. I mean, they're really nice people, man. Get to know them, you know. See, if you would have fast forwarded through that, you would have missed all that great commentary. One of the problems is with this line is it's higher, at least it appears to be, higher than the other one and higher than the discharge of my septic tank. So that seems to be the end of it. I think when they said the drain field was just done, when I moved in here, I'm just saying, well, maybe it was because, I don't know. Maybe all they did was put that extra line in, the one that's got all the fucking roots in it. Maybe that's all they did, was a fucking little fix on it. So it would pass an inspection. When you get an inspection on a house with a septic tank and a drain field, basically what the inspector's going to do is turn all the faucets on in the house and let them run for 20 fucking minutes. And if the house doesn't back up, then the septic system passed their inspection. Look at that. Big hole coming out of there. That's an idea. That'll give you an idea of what this thing is doing. See that spray coming out of the side of the pipe on the right side? That's what's happening because the pipe has these, looks like 5/8 or 3/4 inch holes in it. And every time I go by one of those holes, it's blowing away that grease and hopefully opening up that fucking passageway for water to get down into the rock. I'm gonna take it slow on this one. I'm gonna take it slow when I pull it out. You know, it's so much fun. You never want to have to pull it out. I think I could just fall asleep with this in there. You know what I'm saying? My videos are for immature audiences only. I know some of you, you know, Republicans are fucking, your ass is puckering up right now. Just fucking get over it. Get over yourself. I'm thinking there may be another line over here on the left side, but I just can't find it, and I ain't going looking for it. Not this shit. See how all the water, there's no water coming out of this pipe. You know what that's telling me? It's going into the drain field, guys. Johnny has done his work. Johnny has opened up the drain field, my friends. That shit's coming out of the rock, see it? It's just pouring out of the drain field. Johnny did it! Look at that drain field draining like a motherfucker, Jackson. Nice and clean water. I'm going in one more fucking time, Jackson. Fucking Stumpy just went by. Stump removal guy. Just driving around. It's so much fucking work. Stumpy's out here on fucking Sunday. I don't even know what day it is any fucking more. Look at how clean that water is. Look at it coming out of that drain field. Watch this, guys. I got this hose in here. There ain't no water coming out of that pipe. That means I opened it up, man. I opened that motherfucker up. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus forgives me for swearing, guys. He understands. I'm just saying, guys, I mean, no bullshit. Do you think Jesus at some point during his life said, what the fuck, man? You know, like when they were driving the spikes through his fucking hands? He must have thought, what the fuck is going on here? Really? I'm just saying, man. Swearing ain't that bad, guys. If you're voting for Donald Trump, that's worse. That's all I can tell you. Self-righteous motherfuckers. Like that stupid ass fucking Trump woman. Alright, I'm gonna shut this off, guys. Alright guys, I was just doing a whole video and it was on photo, so it's a nice long photo of me talking to myself. Anyways, this water is draining down through this ditch to the other end. It's flowing, it's receding. You can see my blue paint over there on the right, to the right of the where the hose is. That was the mark I put. That's where the bottom of the drain, the existing drain field was. And that was my mark. That's what I was shooting for. And it looks like that's a good thing. The water really hasn't come up above that. And I'm just going to start throwing rock in here from this end and work my way. You know, eventually I'll have to get a wheelbarrow and truck it. I know I would rather be able to start at the end of where I want to go, so I'm not trucking across rock and compacting it. But you know, if I had a tractor, I'd take a scoop and just dump it in the fucking hole. That would have been a lot easier, but I ain't got that. So I said that this pipe appears to be a little higher than the other one, so I don't know how this works, this system. Maybe it goes out the one over here first, the lowest, and then that one's a little higher, and then that one's a little higher. I don't know how this shit was set up, but all I know is I'm tying it all back together and I'm fucking burying it. Jackson, I'm gonna let it drain for a little while, guys. Alright guys, let's it's past 10 o'clock, so I think these guys probably just got out of here. He left the key in the door. That's telling me they gone, Jackson. They left it in good shape, man. Nice fucking guys. Those things. They got the motherfucking Goya. They did the dishes. They were cooking in here. Good for them, man. Great guests. I will give them a very good review. Fucking made the bed, shower, they cleaned everything. Fucking unbelievable. Not unbelievable. Just not what these motherfuckers try to tell you about Spanish people and Mexicans. He even washed the floor because I can... Oh no, that's plastic. But I got my dryer fixed. While I'm here, I'm going to throw these towels in here and wash this shit. Get a jump on this. Got to clean this filter. See this? It's a very tough... People forget about it, and that's why I end up with problems. Look at all the lint that was in it. So it is what it is. I gotta put a... I'm not the kind of guy who fucking puts notes everywhere. When I was in the Hope Lodge up in Tampa for my bone marrow transplant, I was at the Hope Lodge, you know, American Cancer Society Hope Lodge, and there were fucking notes everywhere on everything, and we nicknamed it the fucking Nope Lodge. Nope. Can I do it? Nope. Before you even get it out. Nope. Can I? Nope. Can I? Nope. So I stayed at the Nope Lodge. This guy... They're just great, man. They got the pillowcases that the guy used who slept on the couch. Just very good tenants, man. I highly recommend them to any Airbnb owner. Unfortunately, this is a very tiny washing machine. That's about all I'm going to put in there. I've got to go get some... Oh, they emptied my... See, that's the problem. They took all the fucking Tide. Which, you know, it is what it is, but... I think the dude left his blanket. That's not my blanket, man. Oh, yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. He folded it up. This is his blanket, man. I'm going to take it out of here and call him up and tell him... But these nice boots I have on, yeah, just left a bunch of tracks of dirt. So I would say these guys left this place really nice and clean. They were great guests. So Johnny's got more work to do. Another day, another 50 cents, man. Look at this place. Just fucking destroyed. Everywhere. Could look worse. Look at my hand. First fucking push of that hose into the goddamn pipe got me good. Opened my finger up. Son of a bitch. Okay. Johnny's got some serious cleaning to do. Let's go see how this water's doing. So I'm going to give it an hour and a half, let it recede a little bit, and just start throwing some rock in here. The good thing is I chopped a lot of fucking big roots from that tree, this oak tree right here. And it's going to take years for them to grow back, and maybe I won't even fucking be here, man, when that happens. Alright. So guys, I got my cash offer from this investor. And he lowballed me. I'm not even going to respond to it. I'm going to make them call me. They were about $110,000 off of where I want to be to make this happen. So I'm just not even going to respond to lowball offers. They need to get real. This is a fucking gold mine here in Sarasota. It's got a guest house. I mean, basically, you're buying 2 fucking houses in Sarasota. So they need to come again with that. Johnny don't play. I get my price, whether it's what I want, whether it's worth more or worth less. I don't give a fuck. That's what I want. If you don't want to pay me, don't let the door hit you in the fucking ass. Like Tony Plumbob and Mark HVAC. Get the fuck out of here. Alright guys, so I've got my hose out. This perforated pipe. And there's a lot of perforations in it. I'm going to go with this. What we have. I like the one that had a sock on it, but they don't sell them anymore. So this is what I have. What I'm working on right now is I've got my Schedule 40 adapter right here. This is going to go on that pipe coming out of the house. I need to get this in here. Huh. Well, what the fuck, man? Oh, this is the Schedule 40 side. This needs to go in like that. This goes in after that. Ouch! It bit me, man, you motherfucker! Ow! Son of a bitch! It ain't easy! Being sleazy. So here's my Schedule 40 pipe. That's probably not Schedule 40. Actually, it is. And that ain't gonna work, Jackson. What the fuck? Four-inch SD30 adapter. So this ain't working, guys. Oh, I know what the fuck I did wrong, man. This goes in here like this. And then this will go in like this. That's a good connection. That goes on to my Schedule 40. Just like so. And then I start connecting my shit. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to go throw some rock in the end of this ditch so I can start tying this shit together. It's already receding up there. So if I dump a couple of... I got to get the rock up to at least the bottom of the pipe anyways. So, get my jetter hose out of there. My finger, I got a fucking boo-boo. I've got a boo-boo. Oh. It's life in the big city, boys. Alright, let me get some stone up in there. That's the plan. I gotta look at this connection, why the fuck it's so low, why it's pitched up like that. That means the invert's pretty high. If it's on that kind of a pitch, that means the pipe on the inside, the spillover, is going to probably be 2 inches higher than it should be. That needs to be level coming out at least. So let me get hot, man. I'm going to get a pick. It's going to help me dig. All right, guys, I'm filling this wheelbarrow up. I'm making some good progress here with the stone. I'm right up to the bottom of these pipes. I'm going to make these connections, but I want to get rid of most of that stone first because I can't be driving over the plumbing that I just put in. So it's going to be a couple hours of Johnny moving 16 tons of fucking shit. Just got to take it slow, guys. shovels, half wheelbarrow. Ain't no hurry, Jackson. Down here have nothing but time. It's tough on the old worn out elbows, man. I can tell you that. I can feel my elbows hurting already. So we just go to the fucking end of the rock and dump it out, Jackson. Put it back and do it again. Show you what I got here. I'll rake all this shit out. That's all she wrote, guys. Just gotta keep going. The fucking road to hell is paved with fucking limestone. Yeah. Alright guys, we're making headway. I found that 20 shovelfuls of rock in this wheelbarrow is my number. As the day goes on, I may get to 15. That's working for me now. I'm actually having to go up to the rock pile and throw it, or kind of get this shit to come down so it's closer to the wheelbarrow. But 20 shovelfuls is about 3/4 full on this wheelbarrow, and I can go down there and just keep dumping it. I'm probably only 3 or 4 or 5 wheelbarrows till I'm done here. I do have a laser level, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shoot this elevation right here where this pipe comes out. I'm gonna put my laser level up here on the ground, shooting straight down the middle of this ditch, and I'll just mark a stick, and I'll use that as my guide. I want to get this rock as level as I can because water seeks its own level. I need this thing to be straight, and I think, I mean, I definitely don't want it going uphill is my main concern. I don't know if that pipe should be pitched or not. I'm thinking level is good enough. I don't know, maybe I'll put a little pitch on it, Jackson. But I want to keep it up out of that mud, out of that water level, you know. And then once I get all this pipe in, I'm going to crush the end of it, screw it together, and then bury the ends of these things. I'm not going to make a loop down at the end and come back. I need to have 2 separate legs running down in there. And like I said, I'll just crush the end, drive some drywall screws in it, and then bury it in rock. It ain't gonna move. Get this thing up and running. I'm not gonna test it. I'm not gonna try to run everything in my fucking house and fill this thing up and be fucked again. So I'm just gonna cover it up and hope for the best, man. I'm gonna call a couple guys tomorrow that have I think I got all day tomorrow. I think my other guest, she's not coming until Tuesday. She said she's got a place. She's got to be out Tuesday because the people are coming back on her friends. She's been displaced from the storm. Her fucking house has 4 feet of sand in it. Horrible story. This place would probably look pretty nice to her, considering what her house looks like. But she's, you know, if anybody gets here and they're not happy with the condition of this house after going through a hurricane, I'll give them a full refund and tell them have a nice day. You know, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not going to go in on my Airbnb and change all the fucking pictures to show what it looks like in a disaster after a hurricane. It ain't happening. So we're going to do the best we can. Hopefully, you know, just by being honest, telling people. I texted a guy back. I said, listen, man, this is a disaster area. He asked what condition the place is in. I said, listen, it's not as bad as a lot of places, but it did sustain some damage. My trees, my fence, I got a lot of brush around the yard. But, you know, it's a fucking federal disaster area. Take it for what it is, my friend. Anyways, Johnny's moving rock today.